I have a question, an inquiry. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell down so the Ghost of the 13-month series doesn't get you and you can stay notified. And it has to do with SIU and BAM, and this is not something I've really touched on or talked about in a while. I know I used to have my daily or weekly SIU writing about BAM things, but I want to lock in on one thing specifically, and instead of me telling you maybe what I think and maybe what I feel, I mostly want to know if other people have any sentiments around this that are similar to mine and honestly completely opposite. I have noticed with Bam's fights recently that his like lower stake fights or fights that we kind of already assume he's going to win and whatnot seem to be the ones that we enjoy more. I actually really thought with the beginning of not beginning of season 3, but with season 3 returning after his hiatus, his fight with like Lopobia Ren, and even how he came and handled Lopobia Holland. Even this is even after he hit him with the little Dragon Claw Leviathan thing. I thought it was cool stuff. Like I liked it. Like it was, to me it was very reminiscent of East Blue Luffy. And in my opinion, I guess aside from maybe Smoker, Luffy was stronger than all the people he was fighting in East Blue, from Alvida to Buggy to Kuro to Arlong to Don Krieg, the East Blue legend. But he did have something he needed to overcome: Fishman physiology, the sea plus all the military might of Don Krieg, the speed of Kuro, and the fact that the cat claws are actually his devil fruit's natural weakness, Buggy's ability, whatever. So with Ren, it was more like Ren's got a tricky leech, double body ability, Shinshu thing. So I have to circumvent that and overcome it, but I'm capable of handling it. And I enjoyed that. I felt like even though on a very personal level, I wasn't attached to the conflict of Caliban and Bam with the Hajin Sung and Karaka thing, because I thought it was just forced. It wasn't organic to me. At the very least, he built up some rapport and some contextual background for why these two people would have to knuckle up one day. And when Bam and Caliban were supposed to really have that rematch type beat after the 2 years in time skip, it just fizzled out into nothing, and then they had to work together to go fight like Boric and stuff. And it's just like, then he's fighting Dumas, and I'm like, bro, what are we doing? Like, does he not really know how to like create interesting fights for Bam? And he has to constantly pull out people who are like OD mega ultra strong, because apparently we fought Nerf Dumas in his world, and Armor Dumas is even more better. So just kind of like when Bam comes to these big fights, I just find they're not interesting. And that includes like White, Caliban, Dumas. These aren't interesting conflicts to me, and I don't necessarily like how the fight plays out necessarily. I'm missing like Data Jihad, Kaiser the Name Hunter type of like interactions. Like I thought those were much better and much more in tune with the story and how things were progressing. And maybe it's just one of those things where Bam's just gotten too strong. It just is what it is, and I'm totally okay with that. But I was just wondering if anybody's feels weird sometimes when Bam is in like a fight like this, where it's like I almost don't. I feel like S2 doesn't know what to do. Like, okay, I guess I'm using Leviathan now. The Black March is gonna talk. Like, it just seems like a roll of the dice. Is anyone else getting that sentiment? And I just want to focus on that kind of like subject matter with Bam, like SIU's writing with Bam concerning his like fights or major fights. And again, this could change, and maybe the next fight he's in is awesome, but something is like bothering me, and I can't maybe put my finger on it immediately. So maybe with your guys' commentary, I can actually like get that last missing link in peace. But I'll leave it there for now. I didn't want to talk longer than I need to. Just let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. We'll move on from there. And again, sorry for some of the late updates for Patreon, stuff like that. But you know, life be life, and brother, sister. Patreon gang. I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for the continued support. It always helps. I'm actually gonna add like a $1 tier just for those who just want to throw a little extra help to me, if y'all don't mind that. But shout out to the certified BAM lovers. That's CBL gang, CBL nation. But a bigger shout out to the Priest of Fire. Those are the certified Brothers lovers. They might be the real CBLs. And the huge shout out to the Fifths and Gods. Thank you to Zyler Scotty, Wolf General, Rek Mazzino, Sly, Simi, Scobe, Rox G, Revenant, Lazy Dragon, Big Mod Catan, Johnny Rogers, Huey, Gray, Fairs, Childish Nujabes, Agrona Vitra, and Big Abdel. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. I moved out of the streets into a cardboard box. We moving on up, people.